Previously on Sea Patrol.
The guy's been in the Gulf on a big ship, even scored himself some fancy metal. Why would he want to serve on a little tub like this?
Let him go. Is this how you got your medal in the Gulf?
Okay. You know the regulations.
You can't hide behind them anymore.
You're getting a new CEO.
Oh, do you know who?
It's only for a few weeks until I get a permanent replacement.
Sit Rep X.
One unidentified male on a white cruiser. He's observing two other males on a stationary Zodiac, sir. They could be fishing, but they could be throwing lobster pots over the side.
Give us a look. Bird, how did you wangle your way aboard?
Well, I have been asking for ages, and Dutchy finally weakened, but he did lecture me all the way over the side.
Yeah, rightly so. Stay in the rib, keep your head down.
Don't sweat it, Bird. This is about as routine as it gets. But if anything hairy goes down, I'll take a bullet for you. Robert wouldn't.
Grow up too, Dads.
Yeah, doing something dodgy.
Thunder to Hammersley, over.
Hammersley receiving, over.
Sir, we have reason to believe that they're fishing.
Roger that, X. Never mind that this is a designated marine sanctuary.
Move ahead with the boarding. We'll approach from the north. We'll have visual
Contact in 10 minutes.
Roger that.
Bring us up to 2000. Yes, sir. Revolution's 2000. Very good.
Approaching suspect vessel now, sir.
Roger.
Australian Navy. Stand easy, gentlemen.
What is this?
So we're a boarding party from Australian warship Hammersley, and we have reason to believe that you're fishing within the area designated as a marine sanctuary.
Is this a marine sanctuary?
It's a CSIRO Marine Ecology Study Zone. It's clearly marked on the current chart, sir.
Oh, well, we'll move on.
Unfortunately, it's not that simple. We observed you dumping lobster pots over the side.
Lobster pots.
Can I see some identification, please, sir? Thank you.
If you're looking for poachers, we're really not the type.
So would you mind standing over there with the others?
Weapon! Smoke grenade! Seat of the X! Bring the rib over! After them! X!
I'm right.
Pull ahead! Keep that smoke coming! Stop the pursuit! Stop it! Cut the engines! You all right? Bird? Bird? What's wrong?
I think you got one.
It's okay. Just don't look. Thunder to Hammersley. Sir, we have a possible deceased suspect in the water.
I want to talk to you. You just pushed me out of the way on that boarding, and I want to know why.
I pushed you out of his line of fire. I didn't mean to knock you down.
It was a huge overreaction and completely unprofessional.
He had a gun.
I saw that and I was responding to it, but your actions got in the way of me doing my job properly. And you nearly broke my neck.
I'm sorry that happened.
No, it didn't happen. You caused it. Do you have some problem with women in authority? Is that what's going on here?
No, of course not. It was a natural protective thing.
Well, here's a tip. Next time, don't protect me.
Swimmer of the watch closed up. Recovery party for boat deck.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the second body today. Even on the recovery line. Bring it up.
What they dumped over the side, Dutchy?
Easy. Looks like it's Swano. Bring it up. Easy. Easy. Fast. Walk back on the recovery line.
Swain, go take a look.
What have you got, two dads?
Boss. What's the lobster pots? He was weighted down.
Get it inside, unwrap it there. Swain, photograph everything for evidence. And NAVCOM want photographs for identification purposes.
Roger that, please.
Nice and easy, two dads. We still need him in one piece.
Did you get anything from Dutchy's man?
No wallet, no paper, no ID. RO's trying to get something from his phone, but don't like his chances.
Sounds like these guys were professional, though. And they had the chance to kill several Navy personnel, but didn't. They just did what they needed to do to get away. They probably killed this bloke, though. But why? X. You okay?
Yeah. And no, about a few things.
Oh, we can talk later.
Yeah. Sir, do you think that Dutchy has got what it takes to be buffer of Hammersley?
Of course. He came highly recommended.
Yeah, well, I have my doubts. He overreacted in the heat of the moment, and I need to be able to trust him.
Sir, I've got something for you.
Sorry. Talk about this later.
So I've managed to retrieve about 90% of the phone's contents.
That's good.
Yeah, the photos that are of concern. There's lots of photos of this ship. It's still in port, I checked. It's used to transport uranium out of Australia.
Well, that's interesting. This is all at the same port.
Photos here of these documents, they all relate to the ship. Shipping schedules, cargo manifests. There's also quite a few photos of this man here. Now, I don't know who he is, but they don't look like family snaps. It's great resolution, by the way. Good. New screens. Sharp.
Judge, if you photograph that second body, I'll forward NAVCOM copies of...
Mike, this is your new assignment. Mr. Tavori represents Elite Logistics.
Yes, we are the company handling security arrangements for the uranium shipment on behalf of the Israeli government. Very nice people to work for.
They're the buyers for the uranium?
Yes, so it's a particularly stressful time for me personally at the moment. Is the air conditioning on?
So it might be prudent to delay the shipment until the federal police are fully investigated?
No, not possible. I suggest we bring the departure time forward, change the route, etc., but the uranium must leave the port as per pre-existing contractual agreements, otherwise, well, I'm not doing my job. May I have some water?
Help yourself.
Thank you. So, Commander White, I must thank you for your generous offer to escort the ship in Australian waters.
You're welcome. Now, that has been assigned to Hammersley.
Ah, your ship. I feel safer already.
Now, I do have some other information. The body they were dumping was a Ramon Mutatis. Now, he worked at the shipping office. He's been missing for 2 days, and the boat was stolen.
Well, this is disturbing. Their inside man, I presume.
Perhaps the deal went sour. Nothing on the other body?
No, his prints aren't in any agency files, so we're checking that with Interpol. So Mike will need to discuss how we're going to handle this.
Oh, okay. This is where I live. The less I know about naval operations, the better. So, Commander, I thank you once again. I will be in touch concerning the security, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you.
I'll walk you out.
Interesting guy.
Yeah, it takes all kinds.
So, we're shadowing a uranium shipment.
Yeah, but while we have a moment, let's talk about Ryan.
You're Ryan.
I need a favour.
Oh, if it's for Ryan, consider it done. That's what godfathers are for. I'm just saying, think about it, Ryan.
You want me to do a gap year on Hammersley?
Well, you've finished high school now.
I've got a good job down the docks.
And I was just thinking, Ryan's the perfect candidate.
My mum put you up to this?
No. Well, not really. She might have had a word in my ear.
I knew it. It's this docks thing. She thinks I'll be influenced by undesirables down this end of town.
Well, I'll tell you what. We've got a gap year recruiter board now, Bird. I'll hook you up. You can get the perspective from someone who's actually doing it. All the fun and adventure of the high sea.
Mike, I think you've got to have the vibe for Navy, and I don't think that's me, and no guy named Bird's going to change that.
Fair enough.
Sir, you wanted to see me?
Yes, Bird. This is my godson, Ryan.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for bringing him down, Dutchie.
So you're Bird?
Yeah. Bird. Jessica Bird.
And you're doing the gap thing?
Uh-huh.
Tell me about that.
Well, everything, because that'll take a while.
Go for it, from the start.
Okay. Well, I started a few months ago.
Dutchie. Can't get a word in edgeways.
Well, that's not uncommon when Bird's around.
Can we order food here? Dutchie. Hey!
It was definitely the bloke from the boat, the leader.
And he got away.
Yes, he got away.
So he was watching the docks. They obviously haven't been scared off by us.
I don't get the impression these guys scare at all.
Oh, sorry, sir. I'm just showing Mr. Tavori around.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Tavori.
Thank you. I've got to warn you, I'm not very good on boats.
This is Petty Officer Bosun, Dylan Mulholland.
Pleased to meet you.
Sir.
I have to say I'm much more comfortable behind the desk, but hey, you've got to do what you've got to do.
Bird, perhaps you could take Mr. Tavori and show him the bridge?
The bridge. This is a Navy thing. This is very exciting. Thank you. You're a big one. Thank you. So pleased to meet you. Thank you.
I'll explain later. Okay. The master of the vessel's given permission for Navy personnel to be stationed aboard.
Doesn't Mr. Tavori's company provide security detail for this type of thing?
Australian maritime law prevents private armed guards on merchant ships. Your detail will remain on board until we leave Australian territorial waters, then transfer back to Hammersley.
Roger that. Sir, with your permission, can I include two dads in this party? I'm getting the impression he's the type to keep under my wing.
You're a brave man.
Of course they'll be armed. Listen, if that's an issue, just get your union reps to call me. Everything's in order?
Our detail will get on board just before the ship sails. It's more of a visual deterrent than anything.
Mum.
Hey, sweetie. Mwah. Mike tells me he's almost got you doing a gap year on board Hammersley.
Well, I need some more information.
From Bird?
Yeah. Catching up for coffee. I need more details.
Positive?
What are you guys doing down here?
Oh, we just like boats.
All good, Bomber?
Yes, ma'am.
Said Dutchie served on HMAS Canberra.
And?
The CO was a woman.
I know. I read her recommendation for Dutchie. She can't speak highly enough of him.
Yeah, so I keep hearing. Everybody likes him. But he's got a problem with me.
Oh, he's different, that's all. You need time to get used to it.
So why do I get such a bad feeling?
Well, maybe it's misplaced. Maybe it's really about Aaron Tavori.
Now, why is he aboard?
Oh, apparently it was a direct request from the Israeli government. Navcom agreed. What can I do?
What does he really expect to achieve here anyway?
His company's handling security, so I guess he has to be seen to be getting his hands dirty.
I don't think Mr. Tavori has gotten his hands dirty in his entire life.
Hey, tremendous view from up here. Tell me, the Israeli warship I'm going to transfer to when we leave Australian water.
Yes, Mr. Tavori.
Do you think it will bounce around as much as this one?
So this is the area where they want us to be guarding from here to there and all the way across. I'll show you your patrol route.
Dutch, is it okay to be walking around near this stuff?
You're at the briefings, mate.
So is it okay to be walking around near this stuff?
Two dads, it's just background radiation here, mate. It's nothing to worry about. So this is you and a big loop.
Right. Oh, hey, Dutch. For the record, man, I know the ex is all cranky about you pushing her out of the way, but you made a judgment call. You were in the moment. Probably saved her life. We're all on your side.
There are no sides, two dads. We sorted it out.
Right. Oh, hey, Dutch. I've been wanting to ask, in Iraq, how'd you get your medal?
I caught Saddam.
That was the Yanks, wasn't it?
No, it's me, single-handed, unarmed, brought him in.
Hi.
You okay?
You?
Frustrated? Yeah, that's the word.
So how long is this going on for? I mean, you getting posted back onto Hammersley, that wasn't supposed to happen.
That's the Navy for you. I'm trying to make this a short posting. I don't know how long I can stand this professional relationship stuff.
Yeah, well, my deadline has already passed.
Sir, that storm front we're expecting is moving faster than we thought.
Thanks, Ro.
You hear that? You couldn't miss it. No, that. What? I think one of the drums is bouncing around inside. What's that supposed to mean? There are drums held in place by Kevlar webbing. I think one of them's broken free. We need to sort it out. What, when you say sort it out, what? I mean, we open it. I think one of the drums has come loose. We need to get this open. You got bolt cutters? That's it.
After you.
Sorry?
Ladies first.
You're not serious, are you? Robert, we don't normally do shiver in the passageway. Let's just both carry on, all right?
After you.
Robert!
General feeling this is not a good idea, all right, guys? Listen to that. You want uranium dust floating around everywhere out here? Not a good idea. But it's radioactive, mate. I mean, I've been irradiated before. It's nasty. You got to get decontaminated and hose down. Two dads, you've got to pay more attention at the briefings. You're not going to get irradiated. A dust mask is all you need. Now, come on. Dads, we need to... I thought uranium would be more yellow.
We subsequently opened random drums from each one of the containers, and every single one of them contained common house bricks.
Well, it's a crime scene. It must be...
We sealed the containers again and told the crew not to touch anything. The ship's on its way back to port now, with the federal police on take charge.
Thank you, Dutchie.
Well, I think the word disaster pretty much describes the situation.
We need to establish exactly what's happened.
What's happened here is my company has been guarding house bricks for God knows how long.
It is possible, Mr. Tavori, that the uranium never made it to the docks.
I am aware of that. Now, look, I will need radio access. I need to contact my people so they can follow the paper trail, the shipping agents, dock workers, road transport, whatever it takes.
Ensure Mr. Tavori has all the cooperation he needs.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Captain. What's worse is you think the Israeli government will ever hire my company again? I don't think so.
This way, sir.
Sir, Commander White wants to talk to you.
Mike, it's all hit the fan down here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, the port's been sealed. No one in or out, and the federal police are interviewing everyone from the cleaners up, and I'm getting heat, of course.
They can't blame us, surely.
Finding a scapegoat is a national pastime, and I kept reminding them we wouldn't even know the uranium was missing if it wasn't for Navy, but ASIO still want updates every 10 minutes, and the brass is breathing down my neck.
They can't be comfortable.
It's all I can do to keep the press away from this, and so far, that's the only positive thing.
Found anything?
Well, the transport company insists the uranium definitely reached the port. Federal police have now determined that it's not here now.
Well, they think it's at sea.
Yes. So we've just compiled a list of all ships that have left the port recently. We'll track them, check each one. You stay out there, I'll keep you informed.
Thanks, Maxine. Six vessels left port within the time frame when the uranium could have been switched.
Would they really be silly enough to be trying to smuggle it now?
Possibly. When there's money to be made, it's amazing how desperate people are.
And they wouldn't have expected their substitution plan to be uncovered this quickly.
Thanks to Dutchie.
Chances are the shipment is at sea somewhere. These guys move fast. They're not easily intimidated.
So we're going to intercept all of these vessels? How long will that take?
Not all, Mr. Tavori. They've assigned a patrol boat to each of these vessels.
Excuse me, sir, just in from NAVCOM. We've been assigned a dredge, the Brisbane. It's the closest one to us.
Thanks, Ro. Steer 190.
Steer 190.
PSHD Brisbane, this is Australian warship Hammersley. We request that you stop or heave to and prepare to receive a boarding party. TSHD Brisbane, this is Australian warship Hammersley. Stop or heave to, we intend to board you. You see anything?
If anything, she's increased her speed.
Don't see anyone on the deck.
Promising. Exo, take us alongside. 200 metres apart.
Yes, sir. Pull ahead both engines, port 10.
Sir. Both engines, port 10. Turn the port on, man.
She's got a top speed of around 18 knots, so that means that right now they're going flat chat.
Could it be holding our uranium?
Yeah. There's room for at least 3 containers worth down there.
It's the size of this thing that's going to make it difficult.
Yeah. I'm not going to get a boarding party on that thing easily.
This is Australian warship Hammersley. Comply with our instructions to stop or heave to, or we will open fire on you.
You think that vessel is suspicious?
It's ignored our orders to stop, and it left port within the target period.
It's so much bigger than this.
That's true, but we've got something it doesn't. Dutchy.
Sir.
3 rounds across its bow.
Yes, sir.
Aim a target. Target aimed.
Roger. Engage.
Didn't phase it, sir. She's not slowing.
Charge. If we drop behind, do you think we could disable the engines without sinking the thing?
Well, yeah, we can stop them in their tracks.
Isn't that a bit extreme?
It's expedient. We can't put a boarding party on a vessel that size at these speeds.
I thought seasickness was going to be the worst thing, but this is one of those days when my desk is becoming more and more inviting.
Slow to trail it, X?
Sir, Revolution's 1200.
Tell me about its propulsion system.
It's a twin-screw, 1850 kilowatt diesel engine.
Australian warship Hammersley, this is TSHD Brisbane. Acknowledge.
This is the captain of Australian warship Hammersley. Who am I speaking to?
Well, that's really not important.
Very well. We request that you heave to.
I'm going to have to deny that request, Captain, and in turn I want you to grant us free passage.
That's a negative, Brisbane. We have reason to believe you're carrying stolen goods. We're here to enforce Australian law in that regard.
Mike, it's Ryan. They've got me hostage. They really want you to do what they say.
Ryan?
I don't know who these guys are, Mike, but they're not messing around.
I'm going to say this again, once.
You will back off and give us free passage. Acknowledge.
Help me, Mike. Please.
We're currently trailing the ship at a distance of 2 nautical miles. We can't board her from the ribs while she's underway. She's too high. I'm awaiting your orders.
It was definitely Ryan. I mean, you heard his voice.
It was definitely Ryan, Maxine. I'm sorry.
How could they have known?
We've obviously had the docks under surveillance for a long time. They know exactly who he is.
They know he was the perfect insurance.
This is a very sophisticated, very well organised. This is a nightmare.
Listen, Maxine, as you said, they're very well organised. So Ryan's in no danger at present. They value him too much.
Okay, I suppose the SAS. I mean, whatever we do, we're going to need to get on board. Mike, it's Ryan.
I know. I love him too, Maxine. Speak to the SAS and get back to me. In the meantime, we'll keep shadowing them.
Over the horizon?
Yes, over the horizon.
So they think we've complied, but we'll shadow them until
Help arrives. Hang in there, Maxine.
Sir, Commander White's communicated with the SAS, but we are already out of chopper range from the mainland. There's a hydrographic survey ship with a Sea King helicopter aboard.
How far away?
350 nautical miles.
Well, that'll take too long. There's nothing else?
Sir? There's a private helo working out of an oil drilling platform. Australex 2. Closer. 80 nautical miles.
Private one? I don't know.
Pilot's an old mate of mine. Ex-army. He's good. It's an option.
All right. Put the call through. We need a favour.
Sir?
Bird, we'll get Ryan back. Whatever it takes, don't worry.
Excuse me, I don't mean to pry, but are you intending to insert a team onto that vessel?
That's the plan, Mr. Tavori.
Is it possible?
We have no option. An Australian national is being held hostage.
Look, we need to have a talk.
Charge, you have the ship.
My job is to ensure the uranium arrives in Israel. Now, I have a suggestion. Please, bear with me. These criminals have stolen the uranium either to sell to the highest bidder or for a specific client. Now, I have been instructed by the Israeli government to match whatever their asking price is.
We could be dealing with terrorists here. We can't negotiate.
I have been instructed to. And in order to do that effectively,
I have to be put on the vessel.
And I can't allow that either.
Mark, I'm not trying to be a martyr here. My job is down the toilet if they get away with this. I'm an Israeli national. They take me, you get back the Aussie. I'm more value to them as a hostage, especially when we leave Australian waters.
Sir, Mr. Tavory, with respect, we aren't permitted to do anything like this. Sir.
Mike, please.
My priority and the priority of the Israeli government is to ensure the uranium doesn't end up in North Korea or Iran.
I'm listening.
We are prepared to match whatever price you expect, but I must negotiate the details with you personally, face to face.
I'm not in the position to come visiting, Mr. Tavory.
But I can come to you in exchange for the hostage, of course. So, what do you say?
You're not going to let him do this, are you?
You know what they say about extreme situations.
Well, that is acceptable.
Good.
Dutchie, kid Mr. Tavory up.
Sorry, sir.
You'll be transferring him to the target vessel via Healer.
I'm a classic medium build, if that is of any help.
This way.
Sir,
I know. I have something else in mind. Don't worry.
Oh, sir.
Robert, I need to speak to Navcom now.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll need to speak to Brisbane again.
Yes, sir. I just got word the helicopter will be here in 15 minutes. I'll get onto that for you.
Good.
So, you okay?
There's just a couple of details I'm a little hazy on.
Go ahead, ask.
The helicopter, where's it going to land?
It doesn't. We're getting winched up.
You're kidding.
It's not as bad as it sounds.
Excuse me, sir.
Thought I'd feed you. Don't know how long you're going to be stuck here for.
Margarine or butter?
Straight cheese, no margarine, no butter.
Thank you. Hey, Bomber. Are you okay?
Yeah, me, I'm fine. I've already eaten.
No, I don't mean about that. I just... look, I know that this is a bit weird, but I just need you to act normal.
What do you mean? What's this?
Yeah, okay, we'll talk about it later.
Robert, you're officially a weirdo.
You ready? As ready as I'll ever be.
Mr. Tavory, change of plan. You're not going.
I'm sorry, what's happening?
I went along with this because it gives us a window of opportunity. They're expecting you now. That's good. But we're not sending you over there. That's not how we operate. I'm going with my original plan.
No. You don't understand. I am in the middle of a negotiated settlement over this issue. You can't just suddenly... Wait!
Okay, go easy, go easy.
Whoa, he's one of them. Drop him. Drop him!
You right?
Damn it! Two dads, back door. Tavory, give it up! You're not going...
That sounded like gunshots.
Get back! Get down! Get down! Stay down! Tavory to Brisbane, acknowledge. Tavory to Brisbane, acknowledge. Acknowledge. Brisbane, can you hear? I'm not on the helicopter. If it approaches, fire on it. You hear me? What? You?
Drop the gun! Drop the gun, Tavory, now!
Face down! Face down!
Sir, bridge is secured.
You okay?
I had my suspicions, Tavory. You were in on this from the start, weren't you? Dutchie, take him to Austere and lock him up. Hammersley, acknowledge.
Brisbane, go ahead.
Mr. Devori is boarding the helicopter now.
Very well.
Let's just hope you don't try to pull one over us. For the kids' sake.
You need to have the hostage ready for an immediate swap.
The helo has limited fuel. It can't hover for long.
Understood.
Mr. Devori will be dressed in full Navy boarding gear. Don't be alarmed by this.
Trust me, Captain, it takes a lot to alarm me.
We'll be ready and we'll get this over with quickly.
We're ready when you are.
So everything is set and ready to go?
The pilot?
Dead keen, sir.
My godson means a lot to me.
Sir.
You do as I order. No more, no less.
It's your command.
I mean it.
And I'm okay with that.
Sir, Commander White.
Maxine, the insertion team will be in the air in 3 minutes.
I'm trusting you, Mike.
And I'm trusting my people, Maxine. That's all we can do.
Brisbane, this is Hammersley.
Brisbane here.
ETA in 5 minutes.
Copy that, Captain.
Roger that, X.
Two dads, take the starboard side.
Can't confirm that.
Twain, you okay?
Yeah.
Ryan, where's Ryan? Ryan! Ryan!
Over here.
X! Drop your weapon! Drop your weapon!
Drop your weapon!
Drop your weapon!
Well, you've lost the initiative. Back away.
Drop your weapon.
Or what? You'll fire? There's only one simple option. Back off and I'll let this boy live.
How do you propose to walk away from this? Think about it.
I am thinking. I'm thinking this boy's welfare. You should be too. Now move back.
We are not going anywhere. I will not warn you again. Drop your weapon!
Back off.
Ryan!
Dutchie!
Ryan's safe. The 3 prisoners have been taken into custody by the federal police. We're returning to port as we speak.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, Dutchie, you're clear of any contamination. I just need to make a final check of your injuries, mate. Won't be much longer. Sorry.
How is he, Swain?
Well, I think all the Kevlar helped cushion his fall. He's got a few bruised ribs, slight concussion, but apart from that, he's pretty much still in one piece. He'll be all right.
We should be back in port by the morning. Keep me posted. So later you might be feeling anxious. You might get flashbacks.
You worry too much, Mike. I'm fine.
You think you're fine now, but later.
I'm young. We're resilient.
You're cocky.
Ryan!
I'm okay.
Thank you, Mike.
I was telling Ryan we could arrange a counsel for him.
That's a good idea.
I don't need one of those.
Okay. Why don't you tell us what you do need?
Well, I was thinking I might explore this gap year thing in the Navy. It's a hell of a lot more exciting than the docks.
Can you believe this?
I'd like to talk about it more.
Well, we can talk through the pros and cons.
With all respect, Mum, Mike, kind of prefer to get a young person's opinion.
You mean?
Yeah. Couldn't hurt, could it?
I'll see what we can do.
You think Ryan's cute?
See you, girls.
See ya.
Take care of yourself.
Come on.
R&R?
Yes, sir. Beer o'clock.
Deserve it. Have a good time. Try and behave yourselves. So it seems you don't have to worry about Dutchie after all.
You think?
All the votes are all in. He's definitely got what it takes to be Hammersley's new buffer. You don't think so?
I'm reserving my judgment. His actions were...
Very appropriate under the circumstances.
But he did show initiative beyond my orders. I'm just not sold on him.
Or maybe you're just a little bit too hard to please.
And maybe I'm not prepared to settle for second best.
Next Thursday, the crew gets a much-needed R&R. But will their feelings...
It was your choice to keep it professional.
I can't just block out how I feel about you.
...put them in the line of fire?
No cowboy heroics. Just bring the girl home safe.
Well, I've noticed you looking at me.
The brand new season, Sea Patrol. Next Thursday, 8:30.